Those of us who love dogs know they are loyal companions that fill a whole lot of emptiness in this world. Dogs and members of the military find each other through the nonprofit group Paws of War. And Robert Mazzari is co-founder of that nonprofit group, joining us now to share this unique mission. Robert, I'm so glad you're with us. Congrats on what you've been able to do with Paws of War. Good to have you today.
Thank you, Paula. It's great to be here.
Have you always been a dog lover yourself?
My whole life.
Yeah, and so I think when your chance to co-found this came along, I bet it was a passion project from the very beginning. How did it start?
Well, it started out, believe it or not, rescuing dogs from overseas that when they first went into Afghanistan and Iraq, and soldiers were confused on how they would figure out not to leave these animals behind. Fast forward, we were talking to veterans who now came back, and we realized there was a big connection to the guys and ladies that were serving, and then the ones now retired and dealing with all kinds of issues from PTSD and traumatic brain injuries. So it became a program where we can actually train these dogs to help them with their everyday issues.
Would you say that's the biggest part of what you do? I know you do other things, but that right there to help these guys and gals heal from what they've been through, is that your most important mission?
That is we have two important missions. One is just that, placing rescue dogs with veterans suffering from a variety of different things, of course, including PTSD. The other mission is our war-torn pup program. That is where active military currently right now who are serving overseas, they fall in love with these animals, cats, dogs, and they do not want to leave them behind. It's a tough place. It's a rough place. It's a harsh environment for many of these animals. So they reach out to us, and we do everything we can to get these animals safely to America, and then we reunite them with those active military members.
Oh, so neat. We're looking at the images right now, Robert, of these feeding tubes. I mean, I don't know what you guys call them exactly, but you load them up with food, so these little pups and different animals can be fed out there during these harsh conditions. What a cool idea.
So that actually is what we're doing in Ukraine. That's something that came up exclusively for Ukraine, which we are getting animals out as well. But that's our Ukraine mission. And we are on the ground with our people, filling those feed stations up, helping the animals that now are displaced. They're scared. They're running in the streets. They're starving. Those feed stations we created, we're putting them on trees and poles. Those are designed to keep those animals alive. Wow,
that is so special. I mean, what a great idea. There's a lot of ingenuity involved in being able to set those up, and that they really work, and that the animals go right to them.
They do. It's a simple concept. It's gravity driven. We came up with the idea that how do we keep these things from not getting soil on the ground, and it's ideal. We fill them, as they need, and they work. They're keeping animals very safe, happy, and alive because they're not wandering off into dangerous areas. So it's working well.
Right. So for your providing the companion animals to veterans, is this something that you're working in every state? I know you are nationwide, but is this a wide-ranging type of organization you're doing, Robert?
It is. So we take our applications, and we get applications from every state, and we look at the most critical cases that we feel are urgent, that can't wait. We feel no veteran should wait 2 years for a service animal. So depending on the state and depending on the availability of an animal that can get placed, it doesn't matter what state.
Wow. Well, this is Paws of War, Paws, P-A-W-S, of war.org. So, Robert, we're going to put up your info. Helping both ends of the leash. I love that slogan that you guys have, because that really does explain a love for animals and a love for our military members who fight for us in these special ways. So you can go there. This is a nonprofit charitable organization, 501c, And you also provide the companion animals. You train dogs to be service dogs. You rescue that. And if you go there, the program's provided to make a donation. You can do that through this site, Robert?
You can, Paula. They can go to pawsofwar.org and they can look at the cases we currently have pending. They can get behind an active veteran that needs a service animal. There's a lot of options, or just get involved in any other way.
Well, you're changing lives and improving lives, humans and animals as well. So, Robert, thank you for that. It was wonderful to meet you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you so much.